Okay, now we are going to be talking about the order of operation. This is something you've seen before, so I'm kind of breeze through this. The order of operation, this is how I remember it. Some people have different ways to remember it, but I remember it as, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So we want to excuse dear Aunt Sally, and we got to remember what this stands for. Well, the P represents the parentheses. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to do whatever is in parentheses first before you do anything on the outside. The next thing you need to do is the E, or the exponents. So once the parentheses are done, you want to apply any exponents. Then this happens actually at the same time. The multiplication and the division happen at the same time. You do those from left to right. Okay, so these are the same time. And lastly, we have the Aunt Sally. So the addition and subtraction, those also happen at the same time from left to right. So think of this one from left to right, and this one same time from left to right. Okay, it's going that way as you go through the problem. So let's apply these down here with these two problems. Okay, I'm gonna now, once you get better and better at this, you don't have to follow these rules. Well, you do have to follow rules, but you can kind of find tricks of not doing them in order. So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, parentheses first. If we're doing parentheses first, I have to do what's in here first. So with that in mind, I got 48 divided by 2 times 9 plus 3, that is 12. Okay, so please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So parentheses done. Yes, there's parentheses here, but there's nothing really left to do in them, so we don't have to do anything here. Really what we're doing is 2 times 12. So now we're going to go to the exponents. I look at here, there's no exponents, so we're skipping the E in the please excuse, and now we're going to do multiplication and division at the same time from left to right. So since we're doing it at the same time, we're going to do 48 divided by 2. Whatever 48 divided by 2 is, who knows? 48 divided by 2, is that 24? Okay, and then we're going to multiply that by 12. Now we're going to do the 24 times 12. 24 times 12, 2 times 10, and then that's, so 20, that's 240 for this one, and then 4 times 12 is 48 plus 48. I'm just trying to do this in my head. I guess 288. So my final solution is 288 when I do this problem right here. Okay, so let's go over to this problem right here on the right side, and use please excuse my dear Aunt Sally to simplify this up. Well, first we got to do the parentheses, so I'll rewrite this as 16 over 4 squared minus -7 minus -4 is -7 plus 4, so 4 minus -3 for that, and 3 minus 4 minus 5. If we did that, 3 minus 4 is -1, minus 5 is -6. Okay, now I got that done. Please, the parentheses, there's nothing left to do in them. We're just multiplying these two things. So now I'm going to do the exponents. So I got 16 still on top, and then here I got 4 squared as my exponent, so I got 16 minus -3 times -6. Okay, now that this is done, now I got to start thinking about multiplication. The only thing that's being multiplied is right here, so I got 16 over 16 minus -3 times -6 is 18. Okay, so now I can do maybe the subtraction. We'll divide at the end. So what is 16 minus 8? 16 minus 18 is -2, so I got 16 over -2. And now we can do the division at the end right there. And I got 16 divided by -2 is -8. And there's our final solution for this one. Now you'll notice that I kind of was focusing on the bottom, and I did subtraction before I did the division at the end. And you kind of want to do that. When you think of these problems where you have a big fraction bar, this whole bottom is in a parenthesis, the whole top's in a parenthesis. So you almost have to do the whole bottom first before you divide the numerator. So that's why I did it that way. Okay, so that's how you use PEMDAS. Shouldn't be any problem for you guys. I'm sure you've been doing this for many years thus far.